Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 1 of this brand new series. We are going to be playing Hearts of Iron 4 with the Kaiserreich mod. We are basically continuing the idea of the army with a state. That is the game that we started as Brandenburg in EU4. We then played through to the Great War mod, played through that, winning all the time, Germany getting stronger and stronger. So it just kind of made sense that we play with Kaiserreich. And Kaiserreich takes the idea that Germany won World War I, which is precisely the state of affairs when we stop playing. So, it is going to be the 1st of January 1936. Prussia is still very much triumphant, and we're going to see what happens. So, the year is 1936, is a turning point for the history of the world. Tensions between the German Empire and the Commune of France are growing. Russia and the USA are increasingly unstable and may soon drastically divert from the path they have been treading, while the old empires of Austria and the Ottomans are dissolving and syndicalism is spreading throughout the world. 15 years have passed since the end of the Weltkrieg, and the old rivalries of yore seem to have reappeared. A simple spark may be all it takes to light the powder keg. So we are, of course, going to be playing as the German Empire. Wilhelm II is in charge, and we're an authoritarian democracy, or democrat. Interesting. Brief history. In 1919, after a 5-year war, the German army finally overran the Entente defences in France. In 1921, Britain's surrender followed, and the Weltkrieg was made her an uncontested world power. Yet things have been going downhill for Germany in the 1930s. A recessive world economy dampens the nation's industrial output, while other nations' manufacturing power recovers, and nationalism grows in Germany's eastern client states, which are starting to drift away from the Reich. In 1936, Imperial Germany stands at a crossroads, and we can already see cracks in her mighty empire, as her ancestral enemies are regaining their former strength. So our ancestral enemies seem to be the Austrian Empire. Actually, we're probably still on good terms with them. Otto I von Habsburg-Lothringen. The Commune of France, that is a socialist France. The Union of Britain, which is also a socialist Britain, which is kind of interesting. The Dominion of Canada, which is still in a dominion under the Oh, no, it's not. George V has become King of Canada. I wonder if that means they have independence. Yeah, they were exiled to Canada. Interesting. Semi-official government in exile. Okay, I like that. That's cool. Russia, under Alexander Kerensky, who is social liberals. That's a different ideology. Interesting. They're not communist. And the United States, who are market liberals. Radical socialists, market liberals. So it's Canada aligned with the USA. Social liberals, so Russia is kind of on their own. Syndicalists is them. They're authoritarian democracy. So yeah, we're the same as Austria. So it looks like we and Austria are aligned once again. So our bonuses are victors of the Weltkrieg. Plus 70% land doctrine research time, naval doctrine, and air doctrine. So it kind of sounds like we're a bit in a position of France after World War I historically, where we've basically just not progressed because we won. Colonial upkeep, consumer goods factories, 10%, supply consumption plus 10%. That's not very nice. And quenched... That doesn't sound like us. That does not sound like us at all. Quenched militarism, plus 100% justify war goal. Minus 25% recruitable population. Ouch. And minus 20% recovery rate. Okay, that is something we're going to have to try and revoke as quickly as possible. The aftermath of Black Monday. The Great Crash of 1936, widely known as the Black Monday, has had a massive impact on German politics, culture and society. While the damage might have been fixed, we should enact reforms and recovery policies to regain some of our lost capacity. Syndicalists back in their place. I mean, these are national focuses, so we'll get to them in time. I just want to have a look at what these specials are. On competitive economy, so they have -5 or increased consumer goods factories. And they do have increased recruitable population. So Austria-Hungary is going to be like a big army. France has absolutely none. The Union of Britain has militias, recruitable population factor 5%, recovery rate 10%. But they have got reduced division organisation and planning speed. Okay. Canada, divided government, minus 20% national unity. Wow. And plus 9 daily political power costs. So Canada's going to take a while to recover. Anglo-French tensions, daily political power costs. So they generate no political power if you have a focus going at the start. None. Zero. Zilch. Huh. Russia, Soviet threat. The continuing instability and the strength of the Red influence has forced us to compromise with the proletariat after the Civil War. Bolshevik activity is still high in Russia. In the case of a further weakening of our power, they might attempt to rise up again. So that's basically saying if we smash Russia down, then the USSR is likely to appear. Land doctrine research time. Naval doctrine research time. So not air for some reason. In the USA it doesn't seem to have anything special. The other ones that are special are the Italian Federation, who are, like us, authoritarian democrat. I wonder if that means that they joined the Central Powers. Yeah, 1919 Italy collapsed under a Central Powers offensive. Okay. What's the difference? Pétain took over French Republic. Oh, okay, French Republic's in Africa. Japan, social conservatives. Hirohito is still in charge, though. Brazil, social conservatives. The Netherlands. Ooh, they've actually got a focus. Interesting. I might need to play as the Netherlands in a future game. Cool. Unionist Party. Radical Socialists. Who's this? United Mexico. India. And the Iron Guard of Romania. That is an amazing name. I love it. National Populists. Okay, cool. So yeah, we're going to be playing as Germany in this. This is how the map looks right now. We have the Kingdom of Sweden, Norway, Finland, United Baltic Duchy. Interesting. Kingdom of Lithuania, White Ruthenia, Kingdom of Ukraine. So you'll notice that Russia was split up quite a lot after the war. Poland is tiny because we gobbled most of them up. Kingdom of Bohemia still exists. Interesting. Austrian Empire. Austria-Hungary split. Kingdom of Galicia. Iron Guard Romania. Tsardom of Bulgaria. Kingdom of Greece. I can't read that one. It's Albania, but I can't read the rest of it. Dominion of Bosnia. There's the Italian Federation. Oh, Italy's split in two. Socialist Republic of Italy and the Italian Federation. Commune of France. Kingdom of Spain. Union of Britain, Ireland, still independent. There's the French Republic. Okay. German Empire. Yes, we will be owning parts of Africa, including Deutsche Mittelafrika. And over here, this piece as well. I'm going to guess that's just part of it. South African Federation, I would expect, is probably independent. We took we took Madagascar from France. Ooh, India split as well. So there's the Dominion of India. So that's the bit still united with Britain, though I don't know if that's going to be with Canada or with the Commune of Britain. That will be interesting to see. Buratian Commune. The Princely Federation. Okay. Kingdom of Burma. This is really cool. I'm liking this. Ah, we have a piece of China. Interesting. That's going to give us huge population potential. German Empire. We have Vietnam. We even have some Indonesian power. Okay, so we are properly imperial. Germany did get their empire after World War I, which was historically the reason that they went to war. It's because they wanted an empire to rival that of Britain and France. Well, they've got it. And now that's what we're going to rule. So that's kind of interesting. I wonder how our navy is. Because we're going to be relying on those in much the same way as Britain does usually. Oh, that's really cool. I like Britain. I like the way that they're using the dominions. And now we're going to have that as Germany. Okay, so we are going to strengthen... I'm going to guess international... Oh, that's France and Italy. Britain, Canada, Russia, Soviets. Austria will boost a little bit. USA, National France, Italian Federation, Japan, and King Empire. Or Qing Empire, as I've been told that is actually. We're going to play on regular, though. I just want to boost everyone else up so they hopefully fight harder. I might have completely overwhelmed myself here. I don't know how this mod is balanced. This is a completely new thing. So hopefully it doesn't crash now, because sometimes when I've alt-tabbed, which I have, this crashes. Don't crash. I should, at this point, mention that this is a mod. This is not a final release. I think it's 0.2 alpha right now. So some glitches and oddities are very likely, and I don't think all of the nations have their national focuses yet. So there'll be a lot of them still using the generic ones, including a couple of the majors. I think, for example, the Ottomans don't have one yet. And yes, this has indeed crashed because none of the UI is loaded, so I'll be right back. That is my game's fault. That's not this mod. Okay, that's much better. The only thing that I did slightly different in this startup is that I downplayed Italy's boost a little bit because they are also same faction as us, and I've given them and Austria the same level of boost, so they have the 25 rather than 50%. But otherwise everything is the same. So let's have a look at Germany in all its glory. We have stolen some land from Belgium, it seems. Nothing from the Netherlands though. Pretty sure Belgium usually loops over to like here. Yeah, Belgium borders Luxembourg, and we have in fact taken Luxembourg for ourselves. And we have more of a border with France, which is not unexpected. Russia is still pretty big. Let's first of all, just because I'm interested, see who our subjects are. Aren't these usually up here? I feel like they are. I feel like we have more options here too. Yeah, ministers, those are new. Aren't they? Yeah, they are. Interesting, so they've expanded the political stuff. Cool, so wow, we have a lot of subjects. Flanders Wallonia, that is also known as Belgium. Lithuania is a puppet, interesting. White Ruthenia, Baltic Duchy. Alemannia Ost, oh that's, Ostasian Gesellschaft. That would be over here. Deutsche Mittelafrika here. And then the Cretan state, which would be Crete, I guess. Yeah, we even have some troops over there. Okay, so we actually have a bit of a grip in the Mediterranean. That's interesting. You are an integrated puppet. You guys are autonomous puppets, which are on your way towards puppet. But not quite to the level of dominion. I think autonomous puppet is an extra level that they've added. No, that was colony. Yeah, it was Dominion Colony, so they've renamed Colony to Autonomous Puppet, which then goes down to Puppet, which then goes down to Integrated Puppet and then Annexed. Yeah. Okay, interesting. So none of them have any particular desire for independence yet. So some of those I will be calling on quite heavily for troops and manpower. Let's have a look at our national focus. This has been entirely rebuilt, just for us, which is fun. Military expansion, right. So what was the really bad one that we want to get rid of? Quenched militarism we want to ditch. Colonial upkeep, though I kind of suspect we won't be able to get rid of that. And then the Victors of the Weltkrieg. That is probably the one that we want to get rid of the most. So quenched militarism and Victors of the Weltkrieg. That is just army experience. And we can't get this one until 10% more tension or we're at war. Interesting. So you really are... Yeah, they've taken the Allied position at the start of regular Hearts of Iron and said, that's you now, Germany, because you won. Oh, I really like that. That's cool. Get more air bases, more air stuff, more factories, doctrine research. It just speeds up the speed of those doctrines, but it doesn't actually get rid of... There we go, national spirit, Victors of Weltkrieg. We have to go all the way down here to get to there. Interesting. Reorganization of the army event. Okay, that sounds like it could be cool. And there's the remove national spirit, quenched militarism, militarist revival. That is very much in line with Prussia. So we want that. Recruitable population 5%, which would be very nice. Plus it gets rid of the minus big percent, whatever it was, I forget. Yeah, see, we have 1,000 manpower. Crap! Huh, interesting. Air doctrine. Unlock Junkers, unlock Albatross. Air doctrine, right, okay. Naval capacity, which we can actually start doing from the start. Naval construction projects will begin. Deutschland rule the waves. Imperial restructuring, that's just a bunch of political power. Factories, lots and lots of factories. Remove Aftermath of the Black Monday, national spirit. Do we have that? We don't even have that yet. Okay. Oh, Black Monday is a thing that's happens when the economy crashes? I have a feeling that's something that's going to happen. Yeah, that is Black Monday. Has no effect, but is basically required to get any further on this. So whatever Black Monday does is not going to be nice. And we get reformed economy, which gives us more, well, 10% more production cap, less consumer goods, and 10% more production, and we get the Kaiserreich economic policy event. Interesting. We get the Kaiserreich's colonial policy event. Okay. Ooh, more national unity. It's already 90%. It's pretty high. And another 1%. Kaiserbund. What is Kaiserbund? I don't know. My German's decent, but I don't know what Kaiserbund is. I think that's like like a union, maybe? Yeah, I think that's a union. Kaiserbund. What is Kaiserbund? Do I want to... Oh, yeah, I'm going to alt-tab and find that. Google. What is a Kaiserbund? I should really have searched for translation. Google Translate. No, this is not Greek. This is German. G, where are you? Just before H, as you should be. Kaiserbund. No, don't then tell me in Greek. Jeez. Oh, you don't tell me what Bund is. Yeah, I know Kaiser means emperor. The translation is literally the emperor. So it must mean like further integration into our realm. So they stop being puppets or something? Or they start being puppets? Yeah, it must be that they become puppets. Heimat focus? I should know that too. What is that? Homeland, right. Homeland focus, extra research. Yeah, we want that one. Research time minus 5%. That's huge. Wow. Question of French-speaking minorities in the German Empire. Lots of new unlocks. Alsace, Lothringen. Focus will cancel. Get an event. We get events. Annex war goal against the Commune of France. So that's the main path to war. And that's another research slot. Aid our allies. Vlaanderen gets another civilian factory. Treaty with Ireland. Okay, military mission to the Cossacks. Interesting. And Burma joins us. Huh. Alright, well, we kind of have to go for the imperial restructuring at this point. While it is undeniable the German Empire is the greatest nation to ever grace the pages of history, there is always room for improvement. In light of the recent shortcomings, our policy should look into various changes and reforms we can make for a better future. Alright, let's start on that. We have got 3 civilian factories, which we are going to use to build more civilian factories. I think we're just going to grab one everywhere, kind of here in the center. In fact, we're going to go on a fairly large industrial project, because I'm still kind of expecting Germany to have a fairly large industry. We're not going to do the coastal provinces, though. The reason for that is I kind of suspect that we're going to need more... Oh, wait, that's... This is all puppets, okay. We're not going to build over there just yet. Though having more industrial puppets is also a good thing. That is a tiny state. So we'll do something along those lines, get all of this stuff built. That should be just fine. Awesome. We have got 25 military factories. How are... We have nothing in storage. We have got large armies. Well trained too. And apparently a whole bunch of, wow, different types of troops too. Okay, that's interesting. Let's sort by type. In fact, we're actually going to grab these. So the guard infantry I'm going to assume are good. That's 9 engineers. Infantry is 9 no engineers. Panzers are panzers, and actually they're pretty strong. Okay, good. Artillery has artillery support. You have tank support. Now this is something that I wanted to experiment with myself, so I like the idea that these already exist. My thinking was I was going to go for a more tank heavy focus, so I was going to put like heavy tanks in my regular infantry units, so that is going to make that possible. Your guard infantry, that's literally guard infantry. You are motorized with some tanks, cavalry with some tanks. Festung, garrison units. very high defense, terrible breakthrough, some hit points. I'll have to look at exactly what those are. Marines and mountain troops. Okay. We currently have no panzers. Oh, and we have militia, which are just militia. Let's actually go in here, infantry battalions, and see the difference. So militia have half the defense of the other two. Garrison have half the breakthrough of infantry. Everyone has the same. Oh no, you have no hard attack. You two have the same soft attack. So militia are suppression. Yeah, +1 suppression. Everyone else is suppression 1. Garrison is suppression 2. I'm liking how garrison are shaping up. You have half the hit points though to everyone. You have half the organisation, although militia don't even have organisation. You have a little bit of piercing. Yeah, garrison are just shocking at attacking stuff. So garrison would probably replace what I used to use cavalry for. Your suppression is the same number. You do have more hit points. Manpower 100, infantry equipment 120. How much is a garrison? Infantry equipment 100. You are indeed cheaper. Same price as infantry. So if we're trying to hold a line, then we use garrisons. If we're trying to attack someone, we use infantry. So garrisons will be very slow moving, highly entrenched. So I definitely want engineers. Do garrison units have engineers? Right, so the first thing I was going to do was change the symbol. Infantry, yeah, that's fine. Infantry with artillery, I will probably roll you into infantry eventually. Infantry with tanks. You are combined forces, or combined arms. So we're going to say that's you. Guard infantry. Oh, actually, no, we will switch these out. So you are with artillery. That's you. You are with engineers. That's you. Okay, everyone has their own symbol. That's the important thing here. Which means I can then go into here. I can sort by type. I can go, crap. So those are all infantry. Everyone here has been trained. To, in fact. Oh. Group you all together. All of you are already highly skilled. Alright, you don't need no training. That's good to know. Our colonial Mediterranean stuff. Oh, we own Malta. Interesting. So you can be Malta. This is going to be Imperial. And that is Cyprus. And remember, my colour scheme is orange becomes those guys. Do we own Suez? It's kind of split between 3. I wonder who that counts as owning it, though. Is Egypt independent? The Sultanate of Egypt. Are you independent? You are independent. Interesting. So who owns Suez? Suez is currently friendly. I do indeed control it. And the Ottomans own that. Yeah, okay. This is Abyssinia. This is going to take a while. I have armies all over the place. Who knows how you spell this? We'll go with Djibouti, just because I can see it there. Djibouti. Alright, who's next? Deutsche Mittelhof. Right, who are you owned by? Are you still British? You are not British. We have a fleet over here. Right, we will need to compress all the ships. That's Sierra Leone. fact, we might even need in Africa. Force. Madagascar. Jeez. Okay, you are Sri Lanka. I know I spelled that wrong. Yeah, you call it. It's SRI, isn't it? Not SHI. That'll be she. Yeah, there we go. Sri Lanka. Wrong colour. No, that's the right colour. Alright, then you guys, I think, will be deserving of a more consolidated military force. Actually, no, you guys are Malaysia. Or Singapore, even. That means we have rubber. Okay, interesting. Singapore. Kind of depends whose side Japan falls on. They are not authoritarian democrats. They are something else. Vietnam. We can reorganize these when we need to. You are Taiwan. Taiwan. We may even merge some of these later. When I know like how dangerous various things are. You are Qingdao. And you have no troops. I thought you did. Alright. Where else do I... Oh, jeez. Indonesia, of course. Right, you two are definitely just having your own. Indonesia. Yeah, we'll call you that. There's no one there. So Australia. Australasian Federation. You are the Entente faction with Canada, French Republic, Caribbean Federation and India. Oh, the Dominion of India is with Canada. They are not with England. That's interesting. So who do you actually have on your side? No one. Union of Britain stands alone. France is with the Socialist Republic of Italy. So you and you are together. Interesting. Do I have any allies? We are allied with Flanders, Wallonia, Lithuania, White Ruthenia, Baltic Duchy, Ukraine, and Crete. So no, I have no alliance with Austria. That's interesting. I have no idea what I want to start building. Right, the other thing I need to do is see if there are any other troops anywhere else in the world. First thing. Missed one man. Where are you? Casablanca. You're in Morocco. Alright. So, we are playing with a lot of mixed templates, which doesn't really play well with the experience system because it costs more to maintain different template types. However, we do not currently have the resources to retrain any of you. So what I'm thinking is that we probably want to merge the infantry, artillery, and guard infantry into the infantry division. So we want to add engineers and artillery to you. And then change their templates into infantry. I think that would be the easiest way of doing it. And we'll keep the Panzer. I'm going to just call you Panzer Division. That is way too long a name. Panzer Infantry. Like that. We don't even have Panzers yet, but that's fine. We do have a couple of Marines, not very many. Tech tree is the other thing I need to check. That is looking pretty standard. It doesn't look like they've changed these at all. Doctrines are still the same. They may have changed the numbers. So it doesn't look like it. No, the tech is definitely looking the same. Yeah, all tech is the same. So I think we're basically going to do the standard opening, which is more research time, more construction speed. We can already get synthetic oil. That's kind of suggesting that we have no oil. Unless they have, again, haven't changed that. What is our trade looking like? We have got not much oil. That is indeed a problem. We have aluminium, we have tons of rubber, we have chromium, we have a fair amount of steel and a good amount of tungsten actually, which is good. So yeah, oil is going to be our problem. So yes, we should set up some of our synthetic refineries, like internally. 4, 5, 6. We'll start with 6, and we're going to boost you to the top of the queue so you get done first. So we have very few civilian factories to actually build any of that stuff. Alright, well the standard is infantry equipment. We'll grab a bunch of you. Support equipment. Motorized. Now, the reason I'm building more support equipment than I actually need right now is because I will be upgrading all of the infantry divisions to have engineers and artillery, rather than building whole new divisions. And I would like some light tanks. Do I want heavy tanks too? I kind of do. Yes. We're going to go for a very tank-heavy schedule here. We will need aircraft. We'll wait on aircraft though. And then navy. I don't know what our navy looks like right now. I know you're probably based all over the world right now, but I want you all in Schleswig-Holstein. Pretty please with a cherry on top. Whoops, I unpaused it. Didn't really mean to do that because... what's the time? Yeah, I need to stop here. So, I think that we are going to jump in head first in the next episode and really start knuckling down and doing stuff. We have a lot of convoys. I think what we probably need is destroyers. We have destroyer 2, we have light cruiser 2, we have heavy cruiser 2, we have battle cruiser 1. So we have terrible capital ships, but fairly decent other stuff. I think we're going to go with the light cruiser fleet so we can have anti-air. Although protecting convoys is also going to be important. Yeah, we'll go... whoops, that's not what I meant. Do we have... we do have heavy cruisers. Build some of you. Some of you. Some of you. Don't usually split up my navy building like this, but I think we have to just because I don't really know what else I can do. And we have one more, which can be old battle cruisers. We can do better than that. Convoys. Let's start building some spare convoys. Alright, and then you are definitely going to have to be new battle cruiser, although we can't get that until we have the Scharnhorst battleship. Alright, it's going to take us a while to get battle cruisers. And with that, we're going to stop. So, thank you very much for watching. If you are enjoying this so far, then please do hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, then do consider subscribing to this channel. We are still fairly new, having celebrated fairly recently the 1-year anniversary of our going. And, you know, it helps grow the channel. Your subscriptions, obviously, brings new people in, expands the community, and that would be really, really lovely. If you have any tips or advice for me, do let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.